Hey, fresh in the flesh here. Got the book outline Steal Like an Artist by Austin Kleon. He's in a TED Talk. You can check it out on YouTube. Very good book, beautiful book. I opened it up, bursting full of insights that are huge to give you confidence in your creativity, let you express your creativity, and gives you ideas. And it gave me a lot of confirmation on what I had been doing as well. And you'll see that as I go into the note. 10 things nobody told you about being creative. This guy basically said in the beginning of the book, when you give advice, you're really giving it to your younger self. So he's doing a lot of that there, just giving great advice. And he says we're stealing. We basically just steal. Now I'm like, I don't know about this. I'm not a thief. I thought in my mind. And then as he broke it down, we kind of all are. We come into this world, we don't really know anything, and then ideas are bombarded onto us, right? This is what domestication, the four agreements Dominic Ruiz talks about. But once you are conscious enough, you can decide what you want, what you want to believe, and what you want to take. And he describes it as stealing. Just ask, is this worth stealing? Yes or no, and move on. It's that simple. So this is what I've been doing. I say, is this going to support and serve me? Yes? Okay. Capture it. Bam. In my journal. So that's what you got to, that's a very powerful thing to do. Is this worth stealing? Yes or no? A lot of my videos, I'm taking ideas from other things. I'm using it. I like to experiment it a little first, right? To see how valid it is. And then I may share it. I may integrate it into who I am. It becomes instinctual. That's the goal here. Make it the knowledge instinctual. So he talks about, you know, always ask, is it worth stealing? Yes or no. And Will Inge says, what is originality? It's simply undetected plagiarism. All right. So just remix it to make greatness. We're a mashup of all our ideas and our influences. That's why be aware of what influences you put on yourself. I consciously choose my influences day to day, moment to moment. I want to make sure, is this going to help me into becoming the strongest, greatest, best version of myself? So ask the same thing. So school yourself is the next big idea. Be curious, because curiosity leads to passion. I found this to be true for me. I have a lot of energy because I'm curious. What is the answer here? What is it? And I find it out. It's the stumpability game you can play. I could talk about that in another time, but you can Google it, man. Just Google it. You find an answer. If you don't find an answer, you ask another question, and then you learn. If you know the answer, great. You know it, cool. But if you don't, then you learn. So it's a win-win in my book. So I'm all about learning. I'm all about input, getting these ideas down so I can get them, so I can become more, so I can better serve more. It's better to take what does not belong to you than to leave it around being neglected, Mark Twain said. Therefore, if, I saw bananas down in the cabinet, my roommate's bananas, and there's going to be flies on them soon. There's like 7 of them. Nobody touched them. So I started eating them. They would have went wasted. And sure enough, there was about 5 or 4 there. Nobody had them. They were wasted in the trash. So the same things with ideas and things that inspire you. You use it, you remix it, and make it good. Again, nothing new on earth, nothing under the sun is new. They say that in the Bible. And another thing, nothing on earth can be perfectly copied anyway. You cannot make a perfect copy of something. But you want to imitate in a way. Those who do not imitate anything produce nothing, Salvador Dali says. But imitation, let's talk about imitation versus emulation. There's a difference. Imitation is not flattery for the person you're taking it from. It's straight copying if you copy off one person. But now emulation, different from imitation. Emulation is imitation that goes a step further. Okay, it goes further. And here's how it does that. Because you're taking it from several sources and you're breaking it into your own. Kobe Bryant says there isn't a new move. Kobe, right, the Black Mamba, admits he has stolen all his moves. But he tweaks them and sharpens his saw, right? The 7 habits of highly effective people, the 7th habit. He sharpens his saw and makes it better. In fact, in 2003, he said his game was complete. But he's been playing, dominating 12 years ever since. So copy consciously, consistently, and creatively. Okay? Good theft is honor, study, stealing from many, giving credit, transforming, remixing, and loving it with confidence. While bad theft is degrading it, is skimming, is just taking from only one person. It's straight up plagiarizing, copy, paste, imitate, rip off, worrying about being fake. That's what it is. So there you go. That's the difference between good theft and bad theft. And another big idea, don't wait until you know who you are to get started. It is in the act of making things, doing what that we figure out who we are. It's the act of doing things that we figure out who we are. In fact, same thing with happiness. You don't wait around until you're happy or in the mood to do something. You do something, then you feel happy. Right? A lot of greats support this idea. I can't think of any quotes right now to support me, but I'm telling you, that is how it, try it out. Start dancing. You'll start to feel good. I've made my life a manifestation of this. You know, sometimes I don't feel like making a video, but I start to make the video and I feel like I'm the source and I start to feel good and I feel excited. That's what it is. So start the journey and then the answers come along. It's like headlights. You're driving the car and you don't know where you're going, but you got 20 feet in front of you with the headlights. You can see it. And then you go the next 20 feet and you can see the next 20 feet. And it's a process, gets unfolded. I'm learning new skills as I begin this journey. So it's very exciting. Talks about writing the book you want to read. Talks about side projects and hobbies. Practice productive procrastination. I made a video, the Pit Panther, that talks about that. Talks about geography is no longer our master. We have so many tools at our disposal. And he talks about traveling. He talks tons of packed full of good ideas, like I said. But here's the biggest one of all. The secret. Do good work and share it with people. Okay? This is going to be the last point I think I'm going to make. Yeah, this is the last point I want to make. Okay. So, do good work and share it with people. Why would we do that? Well, why not, right? He says, when you do this, you have the freedom to do it right now. In this day and age, you have the freedom to do it. This is some of my conclusion. So I go for a run. I'm running outside and I'm screaming, woo! And I'm moving my body and people might look like, huh, wow. And then they'll go back to what they're doing. I might make these videos and people don't hate on them really. So there's a quote by Stephen Pressfield, who wrote The War of Art. It is not that people are mean or cruel. They're just too busy. Most people are too busy anyway. So just make it, and the people that resonate with it will support you. Okay? Which is good because you want attention only after you've been doing it and you achieve mastery. It's like Google said, it's kind of like how I approach my videos. So Google talks about they're only getting better and better and better. So the later you find out about Google, the better. That's how their perspective on it. That's how my perspective with me is. That's how, some of these great artists did it. I'm going to continue to learn more, grow, develop, sharpen myself, steal, copy, learn. Okay? So nobody really cares too much anyway. They're focused on themselves. They have 100% of their own DNA. There you go. So you can create that confidence. I made a video, the 4 C's of creativity, that helps you with this. Picasso says, good artists steal, great artists copy. Be a great artist. Be a good artist. Be an artist, period. Express, use your skills, share your gifts. Okay? Stay fresh, stay blessed. Here's the book, by the way, Steal Like an Artist. Really good book. He is an artist himself. He would take newspapers and he'd cut them out. So it's a lot of pictures in here, but I'm trying to find a picture of the artwork he does. See, that's what he'd do. He'd pick words and he'd black out the rest. So an artist is knowing what to leave and cut out. Good book. Stay fresh.